So I was born hearing. I could hear. And at 2 years old, I had pretty good language. I spoke English really well. I was very fortunate in that I had good English proficiency. And then I contracted meningitis, and I almost died. And the vaccination, the penicillin that they had given me, and the meningitis had caused my deafness. But looking back, do I remember exactly what it was like hearing? I maybe have one memory of it. I think I was probably one-ish, and I was napping, and my mom had left me laying in my nap and left for whatever she was doing, and a little bit later I remember waking up and my mom had come into the room, turning off and on the light switch, but I was sleeping over in the corner, but I heard just a moment, like pop, and that was the last thing that I remember hearing, and after that I couldn't hear anything else. Been deaf ever since then, an oral deaf person, so I grew up with no sign language until I was about 25. Then I finally learned ASL, but until that age I was very oral, just red lips, and then I decided I wanted to become a professor, and I wanted to teach deaf children, which required me to learn ASL.
Yeah, he's just overall very good at making interactive games and keeping us engaged, which is very rare for a professor, especially one with a language barrier to his students. So I really do appreciate that. And I'm very happy that I'm his first class! Yay, Peter! So yeah.
It's a little bit different because, like I said, I'm deaf, so for me to be a successful teacher, to teach ASL to people, I must have some pre-planned PowerPoints. I have to plan things out. So I have to have materials all thought out and ready to go for class, which is interesting for me because I have to be ready and then I have to show it to them. I am an author. I have a deaf character in my book with a similar experience. The story is about two brothers, one who is deaf and one who's hearing. So in the story, the hearing brother represents more of the angry hearing part of me. All of the pressures and forcing of me to learn to lip read. You know, my parents and my doctors had never allowed me to learn ASL growing up. So the hearing brother represents the anger inside of me. The deaf brother represents my happiness, my friendliness, my relationship with God. So I came up with a story about conflict between both brothers to represent the conflict inside of me.
He makes the class so interactive because he knows that people who are in this class are deaf. So he's like, okay, what can I do to make these hearing people understand what it's like for me to live life every single day? So instead of like sitting there and telling us what to do, he goes out of his way every single class period to make an interactive game for us.
I forgot her fucking name. I forgot her name.
Oh my God.
Makes sense. Come on.
Okay. Bird. Me. We both. Please look in.
Really?
I'm excited to live here in Texas, to get involved.
1 year, 2 years ago.
A couple of years ago, I didn't even imagine
Now,
living in Texas, but now when I moved here, I feel like I like it, like I'm ready to get involved, and it's fun.
Because they can do anything we can do. Like, the only thing is you just can't hear. And that's it. Like, that's... But the thing about that is that they don't let it affect what they can do, which I really admire.
I wanted to say that I'm very impressed with the students, all of their skills. Some of the students who have never had ASL classes before or been exposed to ASL, you know, they took ASL 1 already in the fall and now they're in ASL 2, and there's so many students that I see that I'm just so impressed with their ASL abilities, and this department is just impressive to me.
What?